Hey, what's up? No.
My name is Kara, and this is my first YouTube video. I tried filming this once already, but when I was editing, I hated it.
Anyways, I'm awkward. So, this is my intro. So, I tried filming this video already, but as I was editing it, I hated it. So, I'm trying again. I'm still figuring out lighting. It's better than in my last video. I tried filming it with natural light, and then I filmed it in front of my window over there, and it was like muddled light the whole time. It was horrible. Anyways, let's get started. So when I usually use primer, I usually just use moisturizer. I use the CeraVe moisturizing lotion, just like a little bit, and I put it all over my face. If I'm feeling like extra dry, which I kind of am today, I'm not feeling my skin right now, so I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Hangover Primer. And then if I do go for something pore filling, I use this Murad. Where is my camera? I use the Murad Oil Control Mattifier SPF 15. It has sunscreen in it, so it's good for your face. So I'll put it in my T-zone and on my chin, because that's where I get the most oily. But for the most part, my skin is very dry. Now that we're primed, we'll go on to foundation.
I don't know how to edit, so I'm really sorry about the random cuts. Okay, bye.
I also forgot to add eye cream, super important. I like this Clinique All About Eyes, just the regular one. The rich one I'll sometimes use at night, but I like this one because it has kind of an oilier texture to it, so it really mixes with the concealers to make it really pretty. Nice. Onto foundation. I don't even know what foundation I want to use. My favorite foundation right now is the Hourglass Vanish Stick, but I'm not going anywhere and it's kind of expensive, so I'm not going to use it. Go in with this Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15. I'm in the shade NC10, the literally lightest shade that you can get. And then I'm gonna mix in a little bit of this Maybelline Superstay foundation in 128 Warm Nude. I have just like fake tanned, so it's not quite there yet. It's still developing, but throughout the day it will get like really dark, and I don't want it to go crazy. Well, so I put like literally like that much, and then I'll go in with like 2 pumps of the MAC. MAC foundations are amazing if you aren't acne prone. I couldn't use them for the longest time because I had really bad like cystic acne, but when I went on Retin-A and I was on doxycycline for a while too, it helped with acne, so I don't get breakouts as much. And yeah, and they're not super expensive, like as far as luxury foundations go. Like a MAC foundation is not going to cost as much as anything does in Sephora or Ulta. Well, this brush is the Exo Beauty Vegan Flat Face. If anyone watches her on YouTube, she is the best. Shannon Harris, ShanXO. I really like her. She's one of the first people I started watching on YouTube. She's just down to earth. I really like her. Is my foundation on? I usually like a lot of coverage, so sometimes I'll like add a little bit more. But what you can't cover up with foundation, you can cover up with concealer. I just got back from vacation with my cousins, well, my whole family, but like I spend most of my time with my 2 cousins that are my age range in Oregon, and I don't know what the deal was, but my skin is like freaking out after the fact when I got back, probably because the air is actually clean in Oregon and it's not very clean in California, especially with the fires going on in Redding. So yeah, that's my foundation. Now we'll move on to concealer. For a concealer, I still haven't found one that I'm totally happy with. Having pale, dry skin, it's really hard to find something that is like my perfect shade. I sometimes use this Tarte Shape Tape. This isn't shade Fair. I am basically out of it. It is good. It's very full coverage, but for dry skin, it's not necessarily the greatest. So when I do have like a fake tan on, I like to use this Catrice Liquid Camouflage Concealer. It's like $5. I think you can get it at the drugstore. I get it at Ulta. This is in Light Natural, shade 005. And then when I'm really pale, I use this Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. Jeffree Star got me on this. So it's C1. Since I'm like kind of in the middle right now, I'm gonna mix these two. This Catrice one is a little more yellow toned, and I don't really have that many yellow tones right now, especially because my tan hasn't developed all the way. So I just put it under my eyes, down the bridge of the nose, forehead, Cupid's bow, chin, and then this one I'll use to conceal spots, the darker one, because it does kind of oxidize. And thankfully my skin is not crazy right now. And then I'll just go in like where I want to brighten up with the lighter concealer. So just buff it in. Why spend $20 on one sponge when you can get like 2.5 worth of these for $20, or you can literally get like 5 of these Real Technique sponges. This is more similar to the Beauty Blender if you want that, but this is really, really good. This is dry, not wet. So with my channel, I'm currently taking suggestions from whoever's watching this, aka probably like my family. Want to know like what people want to see. Like I can do whatever. I don't know like if reviews are more popular right now, or if like tutorials are popular right now. Not vlogging because I don't really have that interesting of a life. I just work and then come home and do schoolwork, which school is starting soon. Getting excited. Maybe have like my friends come on here and like me do their makeup. Whatever, I don't really know. So I do have eyelash extensions, so I usually like blend it to like here, and then I'll go in with a smaller, more detailed brush. So then I'm going to take like a paddle brush like this to kind of get the rest of that. This is also from Exo Beauty. Most of the brushes that I have are from Exo Beauty or Morphe. So now that that's blended out, I'm going to set my under eyes with powder. Not super happy with the way that my under eyes are looking right now. For powder, I'm using the Coty Airspun powder in Naturally Neutral. Had a bad experience with the translucent. It definitely gives flashback. And then I like to go in here. Okay. Next, I do my eyebrows, which I'm not gonna do on camera because I'm gonna freak out. And also apologies if my voice is very hoarse. And if anyone wants to know what I drink from Starbucks, which is also where I work, and I've worked there since 2012, so I've been there forever, I drink an iced double grande soy chai in a venti cup with extra ice. This is like a $6 drink, so don't get mad at me if you go to Starbucks and you order it and it's $6.45. I get 30% off, so it's only like $4 for me. Alright, I'm glad that I did not film that because it took forever. Everyone is curious as to what I use. I alternate between Benefit Ka-Brow and Benefit Precisely My Brow. These are my two favorites. So then I'm going to set the rest of my face and then wipe off the bake. Just still using that Coty Airspun powder. It's a really good like mattifier, but without going too cakey. I don't even know what I'm doing. Just like silently doing my makeup, but I'm filming a video. So then from face, like starting my base, I do my eyes. So instead of an eyeshadow primer, I use this NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. Okay, so I use the Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and then I just use this paddle brush, but I use this side of it. This is like in the part of my makeup routine where I start to like feel less ugly. I'm just gonna take that small eyeshadow brush again. This is the Morphe M441. just like a really small amount so that I can just set it so it's not as sticky. I usually set my face with powder, like at this point, then I will I'll take MAC Fix Plus, and I'll just spray it after I do my powders so I don't look so cakey. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I don't even know what I want to do. I'm just going in with like this like bone color, then try and like salvage this situation that's happening right here, and just to like create a base. And I'm using that same M441 just because it's in my hand, but anything will work. There's not necessarily a great transition color because a lot of Anastasia colors come off really dark on me. So I'm going to use this big fluffy brush. This is the fluffy blender brush from XO Beauty. I'm going to go into this palette again, this shade right here, Bestie, in my crease. I don't even know what I want to do with my eyeshadow. It's probably not going to match this shirt, so it's fine. I'm so bad at this. So if anyone wants to know anything about me, if you don't already know me, I am 21 years old. I live in Sacramento, California. I've lived here most of my life, but I was born in Fort Worth, Texas. If anyone doesn't know where that is, it's near Dallas, but you should know where that is. I am currently in school. If anyone doesn't know what Sacramento is, even though you should because it's the state capital of California, you should know what that is.
Like, no shade, but like seriously, if you don't know what Sacramento is, like I'll go places, like I'll be visiting somewhere, and they'll be like, oh, you're from California? Oh, cool, like where in California? Sacramento? Oh, I don't know what that is. Like, are you kidding me? It's the capital. Like, if someone says they're from Salem, Oregon, you didn't know that's the capital, right? Like, that just means, like, do I just know state capitals? I don't know.
That's just something apparently I'm passionate about. Do you ever just like go on tangents and you don't realize that you're like passionate about something? You're like, wow, apparently I care about this. My major is PR, public relations, and I'm hoping to do something in social media because I'm a millennial and I just like don't want to do any work. Just kidding. Social media is a lot of work, but it is something that is growing right now, and a lot of people seem to think that social media is dying, but it's not dying. It's just gonna change. We had MySpace, and then that transitioned into Facebook, and now it's like Twitter. Like everything that happens on the internet, it just changes. It's my end goal, like my dream job, is to like work in social media at Starbucks headquarters. I think that would be so amazing. I've worked at Starbucks for 6 years, and it was my first job. I got it when I was 16, and I went to a really small private Christian high school, and honestly, like, I don't think I really gained much character from going there. Like, I like can't even tell you like what my personality was like in high school. Like, I just don't think that there was much to me. Like, someone the other day I was at a car wash. Someone was like, oh, did you go to your this high school, the high school that I went to? And I was like, yeah. And I'm like, oh yeah, like I know you. I think you were in this person's grade. So it's like they didn't even know who I was. They just like associated me with like someone who's really popular in my class. So like Starbucks is really the only way that I've found an outlet to express myself and like decide who I am as a person. And my first manager, Michelle, if you're watching this, hello. My first manager, Michelle, was literally like so influential at that part of your life when you're 16 and you don't even know what you're doing. Like, Starbucks created my family. Anyways, I do want to end up like at Starbucks headquarters in corporate, but I think that I'm probably going to do some other stuff before I end up there. But yeah, that is my like school life and what I want to do with my business venture. This is Mulberry. I'm going to Mulberry, and I'm using the XO Beauty Slim Crease Brush. It's a really good little tiny brush for defining that outer corner and like going in. I have giant eyes, So I can't use those little tiny pencil brushes to do that because my eyes are so big, so this little one is good. I'm paying rent, like I'm paying for school, like I'm starting to look for careers, and I just don't even know where I'm going with the story, but everyone at my job and all my family was like, you should make a video. Lena, Dre, whoever you made me make a video, you better be watching it because I'm really uncomfortable right now. I used burnt orange, and then I used rustic, and then I used mulberry. And then I'm gonna go back with this fluffy brush and just kind of blend it all in. So for my lower lash line, I used two brushes, like exclusively. So I use these two brushes. They're both Morphe brushes. Literally everything's worn off with the handle. I don't know what they are. I got them as part of a gift set, so I have no idea. There's these two. I'm gonna go into this mulberry, this dark color, and stamp it like at my lash line, and like mostly on the outer corner. Once I have like a real setup with a real camera that I know how to work, because this one is hard because it's my iPhone. Okay, if you have smaller eyes, I would use a brush like this. This is the Morphe M432, and it's like tiny. Use like the tiniest amount of that dark color and just like stamp it at the very outer corners. I'm going to go into this rustic color and tap it off. And then from there, I'm just gonna like blend that into the middle so it's like less harsh. I have a really cute blending face. This sienna color right there, and I'm gonna mix these two together. Also, if people know like who are good at editing and are in the Sacramento area, like hit me up. So now I'm gonna take this little brush. It's not like little, but it's more thin. This is the Vegan Blender from XO Beauty. Just blending that out here, and then I'm gonna take this burnt orange color, like the smallest amount, like that's it. These are so powdery. But I'm just gonna like take that at the very outer edge. I take under eyes very seriously, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna go into this Au Naturel color. These colors are very soft, these two right here. So if you get this, like look, I accidentally dug my brush in and it's like really bad. But I'm gonna use Fix Plus. And I'm gonna like put that right there. We'll see if it, oh, that's not cute. Okay, well, I started so I can't stop. Oh yeah, that's much better. Just using Starbucks napkins. This is kind of what it looks like. You probably can't see it very well because it's not showing up, and it's a weird yellow-green color, and I don't like green golds. They don't look good on me. They're not my thing. In my inner corner, I'm going to go into this undercover color right here. I'm going to use this Sephora crayon contour eye pencil waterproof. This is in the shade Blonde Ambition. And just maybe, did it do anything? Yeah, it did. Let's go on to the face. Okay, so we're gonna do the face now. I'm not super stoked about the eyes, so I'm going to use this Hoola Light. It's very light as well, but it's a warmer tone. I'm gonna use my NARS Ita brush. I'm sorry if you can hear those sirens. I don't know, someone's arrested or something. I don't know that. Yeah. And just kind of like buff it out here. Okay, so I don't even know what happened, but the police were circling my apartment complex looking for someone, and it was very loud and kind of stressful. While I was panicking, I put on some bronzer. I used this Jouer bronzer, the light to medium duo, MAC Peaches, and I'm gonna use the Morphe M530. concentrated at the apples and then like blend it back. Like look at that. Like legitimately. That is so beautiful. The smallest amount like right here. So while that was going on, I added Benefit Gimme Brow in my eyebrows, and then I used this Pixie by Petra Lower Lash Mascara from Target. For setting spray, I like to use the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. My lips are looking dry. I think I want to add a gloss. This Pixie by Petra plus Chloe Morello gloss in the shade Cake. And that's it. I'm going to finish getting ready and I will make an outro because I know what I'm doing. So I finished my hair. It's like blonde, but if you like look at it in certain lights, it's really pink. If I figure out how, this is Lauren's Instagram for her hair. If you're in Sacramento, you should definitely go to her. She's amazing and wonderful, and I'm not biased. If you like this video, if you want to see more videos, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot. And like this video, and if you want to turn on notifications, that would be awesome. I'm gonna try and post more, and please leave some suggestions down below what you want to see me do. Follow me on all my social medias. I have Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I have Facebook, but I don't use it. But I do have like a makeup page on Facebook if you want to follow it. I'll put it all up here. That was it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you watched it, I will see you in the next video, I guess.